What's up, crypto community, and welcome to a new one. Today I'm gonna be talking about Trunk's depegging, when that happened, how everything went down, and the possibilities that we might see a dollar valuation back in the short term to medium term, I would say. Now, this is not at all impossible. With the help of everything that's going on, with the help of the community, of course, we can get there. I wouldn't say so easily, but the probability is very high. Now, this one you don't want to miss. Let's go. Before we go on exploring what are the mechanics in place that will take us back to the dollar, what you need to understand is that we arrived to the spot. So today, if I go and check the chart of Trunk, you can clearly see that, yeah, it was holding on around the dollar ever since its inception. But here, this is where it happened. So this red candle in particular happened because of the exploit. So first downturn was the exploit that happened. So people were draining the treasury, and in return that was hurting Trunk because it was being sold. Right? You know the term, that spiral, so it was something like this, but more of an exploit rather than a coordinated attack. Now, second thing that happened is that we entered the bear market. Now, yeah, the first point alone is enough with all the FUD to bring it down from $1, plus put the bear market in place, and then you have a recipe, right, of a medium to short-term losses. And let's not forget that whatever happened with Luna and UST also caused basically the trust around all the algorithmic stablecoins to disappear. So every stablecoin that is not fully backed by a physical reserve, right, has been put to the test, and most, if not all, started shaking down. So combine all of these strings together, and here you are, right? So this is not a coincidence. We cannot blame the protocol. We cannot say that, okay, something is going wrong, something is destabilizing the trunk peg, or maybe the community lost trust. Actually, I think it's the complete opposite. It's because of the community that we are where we are today, and all of the new implementations that happened. If you go and check the Medium article, I will leave a link in the description below. You can see all the new updates that have been put in place, and everything acts now as a way to hedge us against any future exploits and to get back the protocol where it's supposed to be. Now, if you want to actually understand how we can get back to peg, you should go and check the stats and whatever is happening today. Now, this is something that was put together by the developers in order to incentivize people to get back into minting Trunk, because the lottery, right, the raffle that happens on a weekly basis, means that people, the participants, are basically minting at least 100 Trunk from fresh BUSD in order to enter the raffle. So here you are, there's a pot right here, and this pot will have a high percentage that's gonna be distributed to whoever wins the raffle. So again, it's a lottery, so we're gonna have a random winner based on the number of tickets. So each 100 Trunk is one ticket. Keep in mind that on elephantmoney, when you mint one Trunk, you burn one BUSD, and by burn you mean you transfer it to the BUSD treasury. Now, what that means is that all of this new fresh Trunk is gonna go to the Trunk treasury, and that treasury is used to pay out all the Stampede and the stakers in Trunk, right? So people here are basically entering the Stampede, where they earn around 0.58%, I think, per day based on the bonds and trunk, or the stakers that get 76.6% APR. The difference is that here you can withdraw, here you cannot, similar to drip when you enter the faucet. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So all this new trunk is going to the trunk treasury, and all of this new BUSD, right, that's being used is going also to the BUSD treasury. And this is very important because this treasury is responsible in funding the elephant treasury. Up to 20% a day is being taken and put into the elephant treasury. This is the most important pillar of this whole ecosystem. The elephant treasury is responsible for funding the trunk redemption, as well as buying back trunk to put us back into peg. And the more this grows, the quicker we're gonna get back into peg. And how can you grow the elephant treasury? One, through the reflections that are being accumulated, because again, this is considered as a holder of elephant tokens, meaning they're gonna get reflections based on the volume. That's one. Two, you have 25% of all the mints. When people mint trunk, 25% go into buying back elephant, putting back into the treasury, and the other 75% goes here. So that's two. And the reflections that are being gathered are gonna pay all the people in the redemption queue. You see, so if people want to redeem trunk and get the same value in BUSD, so 1-to-1, they need to enter the queue, and this money, so all of this BUSD is gonna be paid by the reflections coming from the elephant treasury. This highlights the fact that this is perhaps the most important part of the whole equation, right? As long as this is healthy, then we're gonna get back into peg in no time. So the more demand there is for the elephant token, the more this grows. The more trunk is being minted, the more this grows. And in retrospect, the BUSD treasury, through the mints, we're gonna also grow the elephant treasury, and also the trunk treasury is gonna be enough to pay people who want to redeem and claim their Stampede rewards or their staking rewards, because if you're claiming more than 1% of what the trunk treasury holds, then this is gonna be funded by the elephant treasury. As long as you're claiming less than 1% of this amount at once, then the trunk treasury is gonna pay that out. And you have a lot. You have 833k right now in the trunk treasury. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I really doubt that people are gonna be so reckless as to claim more than 8,334 trunk at once. I hope they won't. I mean, they have to take into consideration what's happening in order to protect themselves and the community. Long story short, as long as this guy is doing well, we're gonna go back to peg in no time. And if this sounded very complicated, right, and out of the box, and you're not sure how all of this operates on paper, you can go into our personal community, DeFi Ascension, which I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, and we're gonna help you out. No worries. We're also into Elephant Token, and we're doing all sorts of incentives for people who want to join us. You can ask all your questions, we're gonna answer you back, and you can go on the main Elephant TG where you can ask these questions as well. But everything is in the pinned messages. Alright, so that's it from me today. I really hope you found this video useful. And you can always check my previous video on Elephant Token versus Luna UST, where I covered a few basics. on how all of this operates, even though most of the information is pre-exploit data, but still most of it is still valid, and whatever I talked about today is post-exploit data. So be sure to stick around. I hope I'm gonna see you in the next one. There's gonna be a lot of more crypto related videos coming your way, a lot more stuff that we're gonna be talking about, and as always, take care of your finances and trade responsibly. This was Roy, R38 Crypto, and thanks for watching.